Good morning. It's about 9:15 on day 2 of my trip up Fish Creek. I've been on the trail for about an hour and I'm really enjoying the sun today after a cloudy, rainy, cold day yesterday. I just stopped here on the above Fish Creek to take a little break, my first break of the day, and look at the map. So let me show you what it looks like here with Fish Creek and the valley I'm in. So I'm thinking today what I'm going to do is from here I'm going to hike up to Iva Bell Hot Springs and then decide at that point if I want to go on to Lost Key Lakes or just hike up to the lakes tomorrow. I think I might hike up to the lakes tomorrow and try my hand fishing up there in the morning tomorrow. And tonight or today I'll try some of the stream fishing in Fish Creek. So yeah, it's not going to be a hard day compared to when I was through hiking. You know, it's pretty leisurely. I didn't leave camp till like 8 o'clock this morning and I can basically hike as far as I want. But I am enjoying this, the sunlight and warmer weather today. It looks like blue skies, not a cloud in the sky. I'm going to call this Blowdown City. For the last half hour I've been hiking through these blowdowns. I think an avalanche came through here and just knocked these trees off from this mountain up here, right up there. They're all snapped off right at about the 6-foot mark, which shows me that some snow came down from that mountain and just snapped them off when there was about 6 feet of snow on the ground. Anyway, I just ran into 3 hikers who were hiking out in the opposite direction, and they just coming from Iva Bell Hot Springs where they spent the night last night. And they said it's about an hour to the hot springs. So, and they also told me that this is the end of the blowdowns for me. There's no more blowdowns after I get through this short section here, so that's pretty good. Anyway, things are going pretty good, just going slow through these blowdowns because you have to go around them or over them. It just really slows your pace down. I just stopped for lunch near this creek. I think it's called Sharktooth Creek. I had to cross it. The log bridge that was originally there was washed out, so I had to just walk across it. So my shoes got wet, and so I'm drying them off behind me there on that rock. But I'm just about 10 minutes from this hot springs. It's up. It's kind of up there. The trail's right over here. So I'm going to take that trail up there. And I don't know if I'm going to spend the night up there, but at least I'm going to go check out the hot springs. And I might come back down here to spend the night. This is a fairly nice campsite. And then I'll have to recross the creek in the morning to hike up to the lakes. It's about a 2,000-foot climb to this lake I want to go to tomorrow. It's called Lost Keys Lake. So it's going to be a big climb. I want to try to do it early in the morning. But I'm very pleased about the weather, the change in the weather. As you can see, it's just blue skies today. Beautiful. It helps me to feel a little bit better when it's like that. Anyway, I just had lunch. I'm drinking my second coffee of the day. Then I'm going to head up to the hot springs. Here's what it looks like around here. So this is where I'm going to be going tomorrow, sort of up there. You can see there's a little waterfall coming down. There's some lakes way up there, over 2,000-foot climb. But the hot springs are over here, so I'm just going to detour over there and explore that. I've been walking around this hot spring, Iva Bell Hot Springs, for about half an hour, looking for a camping spot. But I think I'm actually going to camp at the same place I camped at about 7 years ago, which is sort of the main campground. My wife wants me to camp with other people, so that's the most likely place to find other people. I did find a camp spot here which is pretty nice, but it's kind of far away And I found an interesting thing here in this campsite I want to show you. Check this out. It's hanging from that tree branch. Pine cone and a stick with some beads, fish line. So I'm going to go back, because I'm going to go find a hot spring to soak in this afternoon for a while before I cook dinner. And as I said, I'm going to try to get an early start tomorrow morning so that I can do the climb while it's still cool. It's a real marshy area here. There's all these marshes with water running through them. I haven't actually found any of the hot springs yet, but I'm sure I'll find them once I set my tent up and everything. This is Iva Bell Hot Springs. There's more than one pool like this. The way that these hot springs got their name, that Iva Bell Clark was born here in 1936, surprising both of her parents. Her mother had thought she had a tumor. She didn't realize she was pregnant. So Iva Bell Clark was born here in 1936, and these hot springs were named after her. Pretty cool. So what I think I'm gonna do now is pack up my stuff, head back to that main campsite, set up my camp, then come back here later, and maybe not this pool, but some pool, and soak one more time tonight before I go to bed. The good news is that that water crossing on Fish Creek today, I had to walk through and get my feet wet, my shoes. Well, I found a log that I can cross on tomorrow morning, so I won't have to get my feet wet again, and my socks. Hopefully they'll be dry tomorrow. Then I'm going to head on up to Lost Key Lakes, which is, it's not that far. It's probably less than 5 miles, but it's over 2,000 foot elevation gain. So get an early start, and I want to do some fishing. This is after all a fishing trip, but I haven't done any fishing yet. And that lake fishing is, there's supposed to be rainbow trout up there. I've got all my fishing gear. I have 2 fishing rods, both a fly rod and a spinning rod. So hopefully I'll be able to cook dinner tomorrow at one of those Lost Key Lakes. So the creek crossing was the good news, but unfortunately I also have some bad news, and that is I lost my blue sit pad, which I've had for over a year. I used it throughout the PCT. I take it out and I sit on it when I'm taking a break. Well, I think what happened today was that I sat on it, and then when I get up from my break, I forgot to pick it up and put it back in my pack. So I left it somewhere behind me. Possibly I'll find it when I leave in a couple of days. I did see 6 other hikers hiking out today, and I haven't seen anybody up around where I'm at now at the hot springs. Maybe somebody will show up later, but I'm going to camp in that main campground where I camped with Andy about 7 years ago. We did a 50-miler on his 50th birthday, and that was where we camped one of our nights. All right, talk to you later. Just got out from about 15-minute soak, my second soak of the day in this hot spring. It was pretty good. I watched a spider spinning a web, but you can see a little bit of steam or mist. I could see it rising off the water as the hot water meets the cooler air. And you could hear the water coming into the pool. And then it's leaving from over there. Yeah, so this will be my last soak of the day. I'm gonna go back to camp shortly after I dry off. I'm just I didn't bring a towel, so I'm just sun drying. There's no other people up here, so if there is, I'll just throw on some clothes real quick. There's where I'm going tomorrow, up there. Lakes. Lost Keys Lakes. About 2,500 foot elevation gain. It's dinner time, and I'm having mashed potatoes and gravy with beef. I'm just heating up the water now. There's my tent back over there. I just filled up my water bottle over at that little creek over there. And, so I've got a little bit of a headache, so I've been sipping electrolytes. I don't think it's the elevation that's bothering me, but I might need to drink more electrolytes. That's the only thing I can think of. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye.